Okay, we're gonna make some stuffed poblano sausage stuff. I don't know what it's called. It's a poblano pepper stuffed with sausage and cream cheese and some other good stuff. So we're gonna do that in our canteen cups. So stay tuned. Let's see what we got. All right, this is the star of the show here. We're gonna slice that in two. We're going to brown some of this hot country sausage. Then we're going to mix in some salsa, taco seasoning mix, onion, cream cheese, real simple. The plan is to bake this in my canteen cup. The problem here is that the pepper is too long for the cup. So what we're going to do is put the two cups together, and I'll set that up and show you what I'm talking about, and then we're going to hold them together using some tin foil. So stick with me, let's see how this turns out. I got this recipe off of the internet, but it had bell peppers and beef and a few other little things, but I kind of like the idea. Of course, the recipe was making it for a whole family. I'm just making this one pepper. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut back on the recipe. We're not going to use all the sausage. We're not going to use all the cream cheese. It's just going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. All right. And since we're not using a lot of sausage, we're not going to use a lot of onion either. So, that ought to stuff them peppers right there, about that much. Yeah. The rest of this we'll put in the cooler and cook it for breakfast. Some good old sausage patties. All right, we're just gonna put a little bit of, just enough to coat this thing. Ooh, and enough to coat the cooler too. Yeah. All right. It's a dirty hand, but it's my dirty hand, right? A little squirt more there for the onions. Okay. Get this on the fire. Let's go ahead and add the sausage. Yeah, look at that. Bloop. Give you a little update peek in here. It's starting to brown. Look at there. Onions are getting tender. Smoke's getting in our eyes. Taco seasoning mix. I just threw the packet on the ground, so hopefully didn't no dirt get in there. All right, still got some for the eggs in the morning. That ought to be good, huh? Oh, he's letting it go to waste. Meanwhile, let's slice this pepper. I probably should use gloves, but I don't got no good sense. I promise I'll be careful. Let's go that way with it. You think that way or that way? Let's go that way. Check the meat real quick. You gotta be careful. You don't wanna. There we go. There we go. Yeah, man, I didn't do it very good, but. All right, I got most of the seeds out. All right, I gotta check this. You know the thing. You know. Yeah, right there. Don't you smell that? Doesn't it smell wonderful? All right, let's get back up here. Get back up to the table here. Get this over here. All right. Okay. There we go. Make sure I wash my hands before I rub my nose, before I go to digging in my nose. Okay. All right, here we go. That's what we got there. This sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and some of the sauce. I got some chips for the salsa, so we just put that back on there like yonder. There's some of this cheese. Oh, cream cheese. You always have to get more than you need. At least I do. For these little meals. Not that I do this very often, but I'm gonna give a nice portion there. Give it a good stir. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the breeze. I don't need it blowing my stuff there. Look at here what we got. We're gonna stuff them peppers now. I'm gonna get a plate that's not got raw meat on it. How about that? Look at there, spick and span. All right. Here we go. Bam. Ooh. Squeezing all the crevices. Alright. Well, I've certainly made plenty of the stuffing. Which means, of course, we'll get samples. We'll get to sample the goods. with some tater chips. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, somebody scraped a knee up there or something. Okay, boy. What do you think about that right there? If I can just kind of... That's stupid. It's stupid how good it is. Okay. We got some little appetizer servings there. I have to wash my knife. Hot sausage. Nice hot and spicy sausage there. That's good. All right. I done forgot what I was doing. Okay. I'm going to have to get this out of here because I need this to cook in, right? All right, we're still waiting on the coals over there. I think we're pretty close to having some. I hope. All this stuff should be safe. I just want the pepper to get cooked. So here's my plan of action. I'm going to join these two canteens together with some aluminum foil. And to keep the peppers from touching the bottom of the things, took some of this aluminum foil and I just made these little things right here like that. So the trick is how to keep it all together without destroying. It's an experiment. What can I say? Put this guy in that way, like that. Probably gonna be a mess. I don't know. This is definitely gonna be a mess. All right. Great. Well, that napkin wants to be crazy. All right. See, that belly's good for something. All right. That's what we're going to do. I think that paper towel is a good idea. I'll get my samples out of the way. I have no idea the state of these peppers, but we can hope they're somewhat standing upward. How about that? Look at there. All right. I should have done it the other way because the curve of the canteen could hold the coals on the top, but I didn't do that. And I ain't starting over. Nap. Let's wait on the coals. Look at that right there, boy. Get out of the way. I did not do a good job of the coals. I don't think it has to be perfect though. Okay, we've been cooking for, well, now over 25 minutes at this point. So I'm gonna put the camera down and we'll go over there and bring the 2 canteens over here, and we'll take a look inside and see how we did. All right. Okie dokie, this dude's hot. All right. Hot, hot, hot. Look at there. Looks like some of the juices are getting out. Oh, hot, 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 hot. I tell you what, smells pretty darn good. All right, drum roll. Here we go. I want to just oh no, we got stickage. We got stickage. We're not going to have points for coolness. There we go. We will have points for smelling good. Right. Yeah, I think I left it in there a little longer than I needed to. What do y'all think? Leave a comment. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I left that thing in there. I normally undercook things when I do a Dutch oven in the canteen cup. So that's why I went the whole 25 minutes, but try it again next time and see. I think the concept of using the canteen cups together like that, I think that worked pretty good. Just need to do better about making my coal that I use, and then maybe just get the timing right for it. But let's see how this thing turned out. Right there. Yeah, I think I'll do it again, and just don't leave it in there long. That sucker's good. There ain't nothing wrong with the way it is. Just for looks, you know, the pepper not kind of cooking down too much, but hey, still a good dish though. Anyway, I'm satisfied with it, and I appreciate you coming along with me, and wish you could have a bite, but I'll just take a bite for you. Oh, hot. Everybody's hot. My goodness. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up there.